Another day of madness in the EuroLeague, highlighted by the eternal enemies in Athens. The Greek derby between Panathinaikos and Olympiacos was the game of the round, and it started out hot.
And Olympiacos have set the bar.
Olympiacos hit the ground running from the first possession and started the match with an 11-1 run, led by none other than Sasha Vezenkov.
Good for Vezenkov, who just scores so efficiently, 6 points already.
This early run gave them momentum in the first two quarters, which allowed them to control the lead throughout. Heading into halftime, Olympiacos were up by 8 after an amazing sequence from Nigel Williams-Goss.
But they don't do a good job of hanging on to the ball. Panathinaikos have really lost their way and digging the dagger in from deep.
Heading into the second half, Panathinaikos knew they had to change something, so they started feeding Matthias Lesor to try and get some spark on offense.
Grant to Lesor!
Lesor shifted Olympiacos' focus towards him and opened up the court for Pau. Safe to say, the Greens used those openings to get hot quickly, with Kendrick Nunn and Juancho Hernan Gomez leading Pau's offense to 33 points in the third quarter.
Look out! Kendrick Nunn fell out to the perimeter. Juancho Hernan Gomez feeling it! And so too is the Oaka.
With Pau picking up their level of play, the Oaka started roaring as we headed towards the deciding fourth quarter. The Greens continued chipping down the deficit as the Kendrick Nunn show continued.
Takes two defenders away, and Kendrick Nunn is the stone-cold killer in the corner.
On time.
Panathinaikos climbed back and we had a tie game with 4 minutes remaining. Everything was going the Greens' way as they even got their first lead of the game after 2 free throws from Kostas Lukas. However, that was the last of it as Evan Fournier decided that enough was enough for this one.
A cauldron of whistles and boos raining down on Fournier, who lets it rain from long range. Off to Fournier in the corner, had to reel it in, but then he put it in.
And when it was all going down in the last minute, Fournier delivered the final blow.
Turns around all alone and puts it to bed.
A game for the ages as Olympiacos come out victorious in the Greek derby and improve to a 5-3 record. They are now tied with Monaco, who managed to get the road win as well in Istanbul, completely dominating the fourth quarter against Efes. The Roca entered the last period with a 7-point deficit. However, going into crunch time, Efes completely collapsed. Papagiannis was the MVP of the fourth quarter as he came up clutch on both ends of the court.
Papagiannis, show and go for the big fella! You're just Papagiannis!
A rough day in Istanbul as Fener's road win against Asvel had a bitter taste to it, with Wade Baldwin suffering a knee injury in just the 3rd minute of the game. Asvel used Baldwin's absence to make this a closer than expected contest, as Nando De Colo was orchestrating the offense to absolute perfection.
Top. Oh! You hung in the air long enough. I didn't think he was gonna get it. De Colo put it up pretty high.
However, despite their efforts, Fener used their experience to control the lead. And when it all went down in the clutch, Marko Guduric had the final words.
Guduric, one-on-one with De Colo, steps back for 3. Are you kidding me? That is ice-cold money.
Asvel now fall to 2-6 and are just above Virtus Bologna, who managed to get the win over the undermanned Maccabi. A physical game in which Virtus managed to stay on top throughout all 40 minutes. Maccabi had some runs of their own and cut the deficit to just 3 with a minute left, but Virtus did not plan on letting go of their lead.
Paiola for 3, and for the game surely. Alessandro Paiola with a huge stress-busting triple.
Over in Spain, we had the last game of the round between Barcelona and Baskonia. A tough fight was expected, however Barca dealt with Baskonia quickly as Jan Vesely showed that he still got it even at age 34. Barca started the game with a 13-0 run, after which they never looked back. An easy win in dominant fashion to secure the #1 spot in the EuroLeague standings. Another thrilling night of EuroLeague games that comes just a day after we witnessed the boiling hot atmosphere in the finish between Paris and Partizan, so you gotta check out what happened right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one, peace out.